I'm over it. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna always be able to bicker and nitpick over these conversations. You're gonna always be able
Mm-hmm.
to point fingers and point blame. Um, and that's and we are wasting time. Like we're wasting time doing this while other people are building an economic. Like it's just we could be doing so much with our time, so much. And I mean, as a person, as an educator, I look at history and I look at what our ancestors have been through, or our great grandparents or our grandparents been through. I'm like, and so this is what we decided to have a conversation about. Um, but then again, I have to take a breath and think like, you know what? The conversation needs to be had,
Yes.
but the conversation doesn't need to be had by everybody. I don't think that everybody should have an input on the conversation. Like I think you have people from different races having an input. You have people that are not healed. I think the harm that's being caused is people on podcasts that have not done any healing having this conversation, because now you have a bias. You have a
Mm-hmm.
bias in this conversation, and your goal is not to get to a point of liberation. It's not to get to a point of love, not to get to a point of unity. It's to bash because you are still a broken person. And you can tell from the podcast that you watch or the people speaking on them to say, oh, this person hasn't healed, this person hasn't done any self-care or self-love. I think in going to 2024, it should be self-care and self-love. Learn how to love yourself, learn how to take care of yourself, and learn how to be alone. Once you learn how to be alone, you would never, ever, ever make any more poor decisions based off of you being lonely.